Hi everybody, it's Galactic Man Larry here again, and today we have from the Dragon Ball Evolve line, which is Bandai's lowest budget line, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta. That's a lot of Super Saiyan, I don't know why. And yeah, it's Vegeta with no accessories. So, and there we have our Super Saiyan Vegeta, Super Saiyan God Vegeta, or, that thing. And yeah, there's some good and some bad news. I mean, I'm reviewing this after having reviewed the Trunks figure. The good news is this guy falls apart less easily than Trunks, and the bad news is that there's something kind of glued that shouldn't be glued. This little figure is, it's a nice surprise. I mean, the articulation it has and the actual way he looks is a decent. I mean, for $10, I think with this guy you do get what you pay for, or maybe even kind of a bit more. I mean, it's really nice for $10. And now you can see that the hair is painted on a metallic blue, as well as the eyebrows, and that's a very nice thing to get for this price point. From the front, from some angles, it could seem like he doesn't have his iconic kind of tip of the hair, but yeah, when you turn him you can actually see that. And what else? I mean, normally in other figures it goes more vertical, and this one is a bit gets lost backwards, but it's okay. He can look up that much, he can look down kind of nothing because of the way the neck is sculpted. He has a decent amount of tilt, and the head doesn't pop off easily, Now, it's nice to have, the armor is white plastic, and you have a separate plastics for the upper body. The neck is also different plastic than the blue part. You also have this cap for the dumbbell joint, which joins the shoulder and the upper torso, and you have this little cap that helps for the aesthetics, that it doesn't look all gappy, and it moves freely when you move this thing around, and that's nice. Now you have, this guy can do at least almost the 180 degrees, the T-pose. Let's say he can do it, and nothing is popping off. I'm sure I can pop those arms if I push further, but I don't need to do it, and they ain't popping by themselves, which is nice. You have a bicep swivel that can go all the way around for both arms, of course. You have 90 degrees of bend at the elbow, which is nice. You have nothing for the glove, and you have the wrists that can go all the way around and have a in and out movement. That's for both. He's not carrying a sword or guns or something. I mean, he's Vegeta, For the diaphragm, you have a lot of bend to the back. That much. You can bend forward quite less, because you have the armor, this form here is what gets in the way. Actually, when I opened, if you saw the video at the beginning, he came like that in the box, which was totally wrong. So you just have to turn things around, and now this is correct. And maybe if you need to do a certain pose, you can turn him around, and then you will have more range to you will have kind of a crunch. It's all on ball pegs, so it's just turning things around. And this piece also is joined with the this part through a ball joint, so a ball peg, so everything, you know, he has quite the tilt to the sides, and it's a decent amount of movement. And again, you can do that trick if you want to have more range to the, more crunch to the front. Now the legs, they can almost kick all the way up, which is a bit, I mean, should be more. I mean, we're talking about a Super Saiyan, and he can do the full splits, which is cool. That is Super Saiyan. And you have the thigh cut that can turn all the way around. In this case, this knee, I mean, the knees can bend over 90 degrees, a bit over 90 degrees backwards. This one is glued. I mean, they managed to glue this knee, and I already heated him on boiling water like twice, and it's not reacting, at least not yet. Now I won't do it because now it's dry and it will just get stress marks and all of that, but it's stiff. The feet, they can go backwards this far, which is just a little bit, forwards that much, which is a decent amount. You have a bit of tilt outwards and a great tilt inwards, which is something I don't know why they did it wrong with Trunks. I mean, you just needed to have this kind of build, and for the Trunks figure they managed to obstruct it. I just had him here next to me. Yeah, you can see they just got on their own way, you know. And there you have father and son looking great side to side. And yeah, Trunks is taller. Maybe by the hair, Vegeta is taller. And yeah, so that's your size comparison. I hope you, I mean, this figure, the Vegeta figure, I am very pleased with it. Just not with the fact that my knee, or the knee on my copy, got glued. That's terrible. The hip, this side was also like super fixed, so that's why I put him in hot water. That and the knee, but only that reacted. That is still like frozen there. Yeah, I do recommend this one. It's a nice figure. I mean, for if you are like, should I get this like $10 figure, you know, it's nice for the price point. And of course, if you can get him like for $5 or something like that, then yeah, it won't damage you, you know. It's a fun little figure. You can pose him without feeling like you could break anything. I mean, it's not a figure arts, it's a super, a much lower price point, so you can fiddle with him without any regrets. So I hope this was helpful for you to make your decision, or at least entertaining. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao, ciao.